the right analogy exactly, but I mean, I sort of view it like if we're all on a ship together.
Elon Musk is an all-knowing entrepreneur. Recently, he revealed all of the company's secrets, which shocked people all over the world. His revelations concern Twitter's inner workings. The ongoing heated battle between Musk and Twitter, in which both sides have been engaged in a serious conflict over the past few months, has been given a new dimension due to this development. Join us today as we share the latest information that Elon Musk has found out about Twitter. It will come as quite an astonishment to you to learn how everything got started. The Twitter deal has caused a significant uproar on various social media platforms. What was supposed to be a game-changing agreement for both companies has become the subject of a continuous debate on the internet. You probably have some concept of what we are discussing, unless you have been hiding under a rock your entire life. Elon Musk and the boards of Twitter have recently announced that both companies would be working together to expand their businesses. Elon Musk was all set to be added to Twitter's list of shareholders, but then something outrageous occurred that caused the deal to get into some hot water. Everyone is aware of Elon Musk's deep commitment to upholding ethical standards. Musk has always been concerned about the health and happiness of his clientele in his capacity as a philanthropist. Therefore, he makes it a point to speak out against any fraudulent activities that take place within the companies, even if they are conducted in private. The event, as mentioned above, took place between the two businesses. Musk learned from various sources that approximately 20% of the Twitter accounts were fake, as the cover-up was about to begin for the business transaction. According to him, most of the funds that Twitter creates are either spam or contain errors, and the actual number of accounts that are fake is 4% higher than the company claims it has. When Musk learned about this from a variety of sources, he didn't waste any time taking drastic action, which completely surprised the Twitter company. Despite this, it did not come as a complete surprise when Twitter company refuted all of the allegations. Twitter is an enormous company, and it is not in any way able to withstand the claims that would damage its reputation and reduce its value on the market. As a result, Twitter's chief executive officer, Agarwal, quickly responded to the developing situation. Spam bots. It should come as no surprise that the CEO of Twitter did not remain silent and promptly responded to the developing situation. Agarwal stated in a tweet that what Elon Musk said is nothing more than a false statement and only applies to websites with trillions of users. On the other hand, Agarwal went on to explain that the Twitter board takes the issue of fraudulent activities very seriously. That is, he detailed how the organization carries out an exhaustive process of checking the accounts, which results in the deletion of approximately 50,000 accounts on a daily basis. It eliminates any and all spam bots that may be present on the platform. The conflict is still ongoing at this point. Musk did not back down from his claims even after Twitter explained all the allegations against him. Because, after all, it is Elon Musk, this makes perfect sense. Despite the fact that his statements have sparked widespread outrage across the internet, Elon Musk will never retract what he has said. In continuation of his previous comments, Elon Musk issued a final caution by stating that the claims made by the Twitter company should be validated in a court of law if they are to be believed. You have not misunderstood what you have been told. Following a series of heated exchanges on Twitter, Musk decided to take the dispute to a judge for resolution. According to him, the business transaction will not go forward unless the company can demonstrate in court that only 5% of the accounts are fraudulent. And if you even remotely follow the actions and strategies of Elon Musk, you might be aware that he never backs down from taking bold steps, even if it's just a simple tweet. This is something that he does all the time. Elon Musk proceeded in this manner with the Twitter handles. He tweeted that no one on the Twitter board or anywhere else in the world was expecting it at all. A fierce competition taking place between the two businesses, Elon Musk did not simply post a tweet about showing the spam bots to the court. Instead, he went one step further and tagged all of the people who use Twitter in his post. His tweet proved that spam bots exist, followed by another tweet asking, "Anyone home?" to increase the likelihood that all would see the first tweet of his followers. This tweet was only 2 words long, but it contained a great deal of hidden meaning, such as an address to all of the Twitter board members. In a nutshell, Elon Musk once again demonstrated that he is the master of all games, and that none of the companies in the world are able to compete with him. The Twitter board was prompted to respond to the growing conflict as a result of Musk's string of tweets, which caused them to take the matter seriously. However, the board was unable to provide any evidence to support the claim that it made. However, they presented their laborious procedures for identifying spam bot activity on the platform. These procedures are pretty lengthy. The Twitter board explained that in order to get rid of spam bots, they take a sample of users at random and verify their authenticity. It is safe to say that this did not go over well with Musk, and he remained adamant about his plan to look into possible exit strategies. The agreement is obviously very significant to both parties, but mainly to the Twitter board. Elon Musk has an incredible intellect and holds the title of the wealthiest person on the planet. As a result, he is able to cope with the adverse effects. However, the Twitter board is aware that this will be detrimental to their company. As a result, they are eager to reach an agreement with Musk. Moreover, this is what their subsequent strategy demonstrates. As a result of the current problem, the Twitter board is eager to make this deal work no matter what the cost, and as a result, they have developed a new proposal. According to rumors circulating in the financial markets, the offer in question is genuinely remarkable and could benefit Musk greatly. Therefore, Elon Musk might be willing to agree to it. However, no one is aware of the thoughts that go through Musk's beautiful mind. He can completely change the course of the game in the blink of an eye. But before we get into Musk's plans, let's take a look at what the Twitter board is currently offering him resolution. It has been reported by the Washington Post that the board of directors of Twitter intends to grant Musk's request and grant him access to the entire fire hose of the company. A source familiar with the goals of the social media platform claims that the fire hose is a data feed that contains approximately 500 million tweets on a daily basis. According to the source cited by the Post, the intelligence may be sent to Musk within the next few days of this week. Despite this, Twitter provides access to the fire hose to approximately a dozen different businesses for a fee. This means that the information is not exclusive. There is a real-time record of tweets and information on the accounts that send out the tweets, both of which are included in the knowledge contained in the fire hose, making it meaningful information. As a result of this fantastic offer, Musk will have access to information usually only available to Twitter employees, making getting hands-on fire hose a truly exceptional opportunity for him. In addition, he will have access to every piece of information he has ever desired. However, the narrative is still not entirely straightforward. Even though the board of Twitter has agreed to give Musk access to the fire hose, we are still unsure whether Musk's defense counsel will see the data from Twitter's fire hose as a solution to his complaints. Nevertheless, it should reveal additional information about Twitter's internal workings, which Musk's legal team believes is critical for identifying the number of spam accounts and bot activity on the network, which might put the company's ad revenue at stake. That is to say, the Twitter team's data should also comprise all of the sensitive information. Musk has always been determined to remove wrongdoers from the picture, and he has stated that he will continue to work tirelessly until Twitter is free of all spam bot activities. Because Musk has always been a supporter of this social media platform, and because he frequently uses his Twitter account, the industry leader desires that his platform be free of any forms of fraud. Elon Musk has thoroughly deliberated and mapped out a strategy for enhancing the user experience on Twitter. In a nutshell, he is aware of the requirements that pertain to the platform. This information may come as a shock to you. Still, according to Musk's plans, it will be the complete antithesis of what Twitter currently offers, at least in terms of the expectations shareholders have for the company. Skeptics also believe that if Musk takes his company private, he will have complete autonomy over its operations and can do whatever he pleases. As a result, he will institute significant reforms within the organization. Musk is adamant about implementing substantial enhancements to the platform. He offers some suggestions on how Twitter can reduce its reliance on advertising to generate revenue. Among his goals are the reduction or elimination of salaries paid to board members and the maximization of income through the discovery of novel approaches to the monetization of tweets. In addition, he wants to include the verified blue checkmark, an interface free of advertisements, and additional editing capabilities in the Twitter Blue membership program, which costs $2.99 per month. Elon Musk's legal team has recently increased the pressure that is being applied to Twitter. The CEO of Twitter has stated that he will walk away from the transaction if the platform's bot data is not delivered. Because Twitter is still under great pressure, it is not a minor threat to the company. That is to say, one thing is sure, and that is that if Elon Musk agrees to this deal as the company's shareholder, he will definitely have all of his demands met by the board of directors of Twitter. Mr. Musk believes that the company is purposefully fighting and undermining his information rights, as well as the company's related responsibilities, under the merger agreement. He is referring to the actions that the Twitter board has taken up to this point, particularly the most recent letter the company has sent out. Musk's legal team issued a statement in which they stated, "This is a clear, significant infringement of Twitter's merger agreement duties, and Elon Musk reserves all rights coming from him, such as the right not to complete the deal and the right to cancel the merger agreement. The ultimate strategy that Musk's internal lawyer team has devised is yet another brilliant concoction that no individual will ever be able to successfully challenge." The acquirer of a company typically receives access to the sensitive data of the acquired company, with the terms for data sharing being discussed before the signing of any deal. However, when Mr. Musk accepted to develop the social media business, he disregarded due diligence. A month ago, Twitter began providing him access to his personal information. Based on the New York Times, one of Twitter's concerns about sharing information is Mr. Musk's previous assertions, both publicly and privately, that he was considering creating a competing social media site. These statements were made both publicly and privately. In most cases, problems of this nature can be resolved by limiting the number of people who have access to particular data. Musk also penned the letter, stating that anyone analyzing Twitter's private data would be required to sign a confidentiality agreement, and that this restriction would also apply to Twitter. He has also stated in the event that the sale does not go through, he will not keep or disclose any confidential information regarding Twitter. Once Mr. Musk has access to Twitter's stream of tweets, industry sources claim that he will likely require a staff of specialists to evaluate the data and the processing power to handle and store the enormous amount of data. Additionally, these sources claim that Mr. Musk will need adequate storage space. If the acquisition went through, Mr. Musk would not only gain knowledge of the total number of fake accounts on Twitter, but he would also gain access to data that would be necessary for the development of his own business thanks to the information. Mr. Musk has informed investors of his intention to establish a new payment service in addition to diversifying Twitter's revenue streams away from advertising. For many years, Twitter estimated the number of people who use its platform in the same way that many of its rivals did, by reporting the number of people who visited the site every month. However, the company shifted to a statistic that claimed monetizable daily active users in 2019. This refers to the number of people who are active on the site on a daily basis and can be used to generate revenue through advertising. In April, Twitter announced that it had 229 million monetizable users daily. In addition, there was no change in the conclusion that only 5% are fake. The competition between the two businesses has not yet come to an end. Although Musk has access to a significant amount of information, the board of Twitter has not yet accepted that 20% of the accounts are fake. So, what do you think on Elon's revelation about a classified Twitter info? Is it shocking? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, we really appreciate you hitting the like button and telling us your thoughts below. This has inspired us to create more helpful content for you. As always, we look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.